Come on into our kitchen.
Hi, Sherry.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Well, today we are making a small dish for either a family of 2 or maybe even 1 person. Instead of making a big 8x10 dish that you end up with leftovers, this is going to be a smaller meal. That's just some of my stuff I got from the farmer's market. I got those out of my actual garden.
I got those from the Sherry's market.
But today I'm going to make a small squash casserole. So like I said, maybe, you know, it's like us, just 2 people eating, and you don't want to have a lot of leftovers. Then you end up throwing it out, wasting money. So since this is a smaller meal, I'm not going to use this whole onion. I do need to saute up my onion. So I'm only going to use half of it. And then I use my little handy dandy chopper here.
Is that a Ninja?
I don't know what that thing is.
I don't know what that brand is. But it is super handy.
Yeah.
That's one of our most used kitchen gadgets.
That's what I'm going to do first, is get this chopped up fine, and then we can get that on the sauteing up. Onion juice all over me. This way you can go as fine as you want in this little thing.
Yep.
And you don't lose a finger.
It's pretty darn handy.
Alright, we got our handy dandy utensil. Take it on over here. We'll let this be sauteing while I cut up my squash. I like to go ahead and give this a head start because I'm also going to saute the squash, but I want to make sure my onions really get cooked up.
Yeah.
This is especially for
me.
If you have anybody in the family that doesn't like onion.
I don't like the strong raw taste of an onion.
Yeah.
And I don't think you do either that much.
No,
so this will help tone it down. Onion, saute it with a little butter, olive oil, and we'll just leave that be for right now. And Sherry's going to cut up squash.
So this is your squash. I just got 3 smaller ones because again, you don't need a lot. Just cut off your ends. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
He's running away from us.
Yep. Yeah, I might just cut them and put them in this. So you can cut them any way you want to because you're just going to be sauteing. Kind of going to do some thin pieces just so they'll cook up faster.
Cool.
They say the smaller squash that you can get have a better taste. So.
How do you want me to cut these up for you? Or are you good?
I'm good.
Okay. So you can use almost the entire squash. You just cut the ends off both ends.
Yep. And if you drop it in the floor, you'll rinse it and put it back in there. I'll get that. You stay up here.
I just threw it in the trash. But it wouldn't hurt to rinse it.
Yeah, especially if you only have this many, you don't want to waste it. Alright, so these came from the farmer's market.
And they're very pretty squash.
Yep. So you're going to use the whole thing. So what I'll do is go ahead and let my onions be sauteing. I'll finish cutting these up and then we'll check back in with you.
Alright.
Alright.
Alright guys, quick update. Our onions are sauteed. I'm going to go ahead and put the squash in. You got oil, butter, salt, pepper, and I'm going to throw the squash in, right Sherry?
Yeah.
Very good in the pot. Alright. And we're going to saute this up. Well, that's a lot in there. But
Cook down though.
it'll cook down, Sherry said.
Yeah.
We'll join back in like 5 minutes and show you what this looks like.
And you will want to keep it covered.
Oh yeah, we're going to cover it. Be back in 5. Hello again.
Hi, well we're back. And we'll go ahead and start making the goodies that go in the casserole. Really easy. I mean, all you're going to need is some mayonnaise, cheese, and eggs. And then the topping will need the crackers and some butter. So let's see. Let me check on our mixture here. We may be done.
Okay, am I coming with you?
Yeah. See how much water that makes? That's why you don't want to add any water to it. Yeah, I think we're good to go.
And those are pretty soft. And
Yeah.
we sauteed the onions up, so I think it's good.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I'm going to do, because I've got this spatula with holes, I'm going to try to drain some of that water. I don't want it all in my mixture.
Huh? You know, I don't know that I had very many squash casseroles ever growing up, if at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you might have been the first. Like, I had fried squash, but I don't know that I ever had fried, squash casserole. It did get a lot of juice.
It does, yeah. It makes a lot of juice. So you just want to make sure, get your onions and stuff out of that juice that we're trying to knock.
And I guess people could pour it through a strainer,
Yeah,
but we ain't trying to get every bit of juice.
yeah. Get that last little squash there.
Boy, it's going to be good.
And then you can technically take it from potato masher if you wanted to to cut it up more.
Uh-huh. But we kind of like a little bit of
Yeah.
texture to ours.
I'll go ahead and add the cheese now so it'll kind of melt with that hot squash. You need about a cup of cheese.
And we're not measuring.
Not measuring. This is just a meal that's just quick, easy. You add it, what you got.
Yeah, if you accidentally get too much or just a little too little cheese, it'll be fine.
Let's see. Need to bust my eggs here. I'm gonna start with one to see. I may need two. I'm not sure. Oh, fork, where are you?
And for the people at home, you always want to bust your egg off to the side just in case it's a bad egg. You don't want to bust a bad egg down into your mix.
Yeah.
It's better to play it safe than sorry and wash one little extra bowl.
Wait before I add that egg. I don't want to make scrambled eggs. Trying to see. Should I add the rest of that cheese or just wait?
Let's go ahead and use the rest of that cheese. I can always grate us more cheese. Now it'll be a dish for me to wash. Yay!
Let's see here. Trying to cool that squash down because that cheese is real cold.
Now, do you want to wait and we can set it in the fridge to cool it for a minute?
No.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to put the eggs straight into that squash was very hot.
Yeah.
And you don't want to accidentally scramble your eggs in there. Because it can a little bit.
I think we'll need 2 eggs anyway.
Okay.
Ended up cooking more squash than I had anticipated.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up using 2 eggs.
And 3 little squash.
Yeah. What I was trying to do is put a little bit of the squash mixture in here to temper it. So.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh. Put a man overboard.
Now, messed up my spoon what I was doing.
Uh-oh. I'll wash it. It's fine.
Anyway. Let's see here. Get back on track here of my mixture. Just kind of stirring it together. Now what I was saying was you can use sour cream, you can use mayonnaise, or you can use cream of chicken soup, cream of mushroom soup. Anything will actually work for your base. So I think that's plenty.
Smells good.
this is my dish I'm going to use.
A pretty pop plate.
So this would actually work for like a family of 2 to 4, I would say. This ended up cooking a lot more with just the 3 squash that I had. All right, let me get my topping together. I'm gonna melt me some butter, and then we're gonna put that on top. So give me a minute, we'll be back.
All right.
All right, so whatever crackers you have will work. I just used some Townhouse, and I had some Panko, so I just crushed them up to use. How much butter would you say you melted?
I would say that's just a half cup.
Half cup?
Yeah.
So I like to do it this way, so everybody gets a little bit of butter, and it just tastes better. So I just put them in a bowl, mix them together now, till everything gets good and coated.
Well, that smells good.
It is pretty good. Which your Townhouse is already buttery, but they always need a little bit of butter. Alright, so then you're just going to spread over the top.
Man, I do love squash casserole. It's so good.
Yeah, and it's one of those that you could keep, you know, in the refrigerator and eat on for like a week, so.
Yeah.
I've used saltines, I've used Ritz, just whatever you have, anything works.
And this was Townhouse and Panko, so it's going to be just as good too.
Yep. So here we go. We're going to put it now in the oven on 350 preheated for about 30-35 minutes.
You want me to go ahead and put it in? Or
Yeah.
wait?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right. We're going this way. And whew, those potatoes are very hot. You said how long?
Start with 30.
Alrighty, we'll be back in 30.
Well, it's out of the oven. It took about,
my
what,
gosh.
30 minutes?
Yeah, it only baked about 30 minutes, and wow. That looks so good. Giving a 360 there of it. But it looks delicious.
Yep, super easy. Like I said, you can use basically any, you know, sour cream or mayonnaise or a soup like a mushroom, cream of mushroom or cream of chicken. Any soup like that.
We fixed all different ways. Next time we might fix it with a soup just to show you the difference. Do you want me to get a scoop out to show or just wait?
No, we've still got some other foods to cook, so I'm not going to eat it right now. So we'll just let it sit here and rest till the rest of the supper's ready.
All right. Well,
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
bye-bye.
Bye.